What is the connection between Transformers and Batgirl? A crossover maybe? Not exactly, but details have emerged that Batgirl the movie is back on, and it's back on with the writer of Bumblebee the movie, Christina Hudson. Articles such as The Hollywood Reporter, link in the description box below, state that Christina Hudson will write the script that was previously worked on by Joss Whedon before Whedon stepped away from the DC project. So this is great news for Batgirl fans. The news that this project is now back on after what seemed like another DC reshuffle. But what does this mean for Transformers fans? Well, I had to look into Christina Hudson's filmography, and it's relatively short, but films include Shut In from 2016, Unforgettable from 2017, and Bumblebee the movie, which is set for release in 2018. Hudson joined Paramount Pictures as part of the writers' room, tasked by Michael Bay with expanding the Transformers cinematic universe, which at the time was under supervision by Akiva Goldsman. And now, although the writers' room has been disbanded and the future of a big blockbuster Transformers 6 movie seems uncertain, one thing that did come out of the writers' room was Hudson's story of Bumblebee, which was picked up by Travis Knight. So what does this tell us? Does this give us any further indication of the quality of this Bumblebee spin-off? Because many have come to the conclusion that Paramount simply have no faith in the next installment of the Transformers franchise, and that Bumblebee the movie is a one and done. The assumption is that Paramount may not care because the franchise has been pulled from its movie slate in 2019, and that Transformers on the big screen is going to go through a reboot. If you want to hear me talk about the Transformers reboot in detail, check the annotation above or check the link in the description box below. But don't go anywhere just yet. And after issues with Transformers The Last Night, its failure to live up to fans' expectations and box office demands, and with Michael Bay expected to no longer return to Transformers, you can kind of see why. However, hearing the news regarding Batgirl and Hudson being appointed to steady the ship on this project can only be seen as a positive for Transformers fans, and a good sign for Bumblebee the movie. The reason why I say this is because DC's extended universe has come under immense pressure, even more so than Transformers, to get things right. After many issues and the disappointment of Justice League, DC cannot afford to keep getting it wrong. And the appointment of Hudson, who from what I have seen has a relatively small resume, indicates a lot of trust and belief in Hudson's storytelling ability, an area which in Transformers has lacked for some time. Maybe DC execs have read parts of Hudson's story for Bumblebee as part of this process and enjoyed her take on Big Yella. This could be the reason behind her selection, and after all, her story seems to be the only story which survived the writers' room, which at the time claimed to have created multiple Transformers stories. Akiva Goldsman was quoted saying this at the height of the writers' room: "If one of the writers discovers an affinity for Beast Wars, they can drive forward on treatments that would have been fleshed out by the whole room." Beast Wars? Well, that didn't happen, did it? So I find this all very interesting, not just from a DC perspective, but also from a Transformers side. Maybe Hudson and Knight's vision for Bumblebee could be the Wonder Woman of the Transformers cinematic universe. We can hope. And let's not forget what John Cena had to say about this movie. He said that Bumblebee the movie will reinvigorate the Transformers franchise. So will it? We will have to wait and find out, and at the moment, there's still a lack of detail around Bumblebee the movie. Not much information going on at the moment, but hopefully soon enough we will get a trailer for the film. So until then, Bumblebee is set for release in December of 2018, and don't forget to check out my other Transformers content on my YouTube channel, and all that's left to be said is please rate, comment and subscribe. This is Delzinski, signing out.